Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Sewing Basket in Plymouth, Wisconsin. We are going to be talking about a new thing that we're offering today. Those of you who have been following us know that about 3 weeks ago, we launched our new Playground network. It is our own private network, and it is all about sewing. No ads, no politics, just sewing and sharing. There are new things from the shop. All of our videos are there, classes. Everything is on that new network, and the link to get there is in the description of this live video. What we're going to talk about today is an additional service that we're adding to the network. The network right now is completely free. Everything that was free previously, videos, all of the things that are up there, tip sheets, things like that, 2020 quilt, all of those things are still free and will continue to be free. But we've had a lot of requests for more classes, more activities, more things. Well, we had to come up with a way to be able to make that make sense for both you and us. So what we're coming up with is what we're calling our subscription service. You can actually get a 6-month subscription to our playground. You still have full access to the free area, but in the subscription area, it is a pay area with expanded content. So I'm going to take a second here and I'm going to share my screen. Please be patient with me because technology can sometimes be challenging. And there you go. You should be seeing me and a little thing that says membership has its benefits. And I am set to go. So membership is going to be a way for us to get extra content to you. You can join for a 6-month subscription, and you'll get a variety of things for that. 6 patterns. So each month you'll get a new pattern as part of your subscription. You see, I'm sure everybody's already seen the little thing here that says 6 months, only $59. That's $59 for 6 months. You get 6 patterns. That's actually $54 worth of product. And some of you will get a freebie as well. So it's a pretty good value. What else do you get? The 6 original patterns, and then each month there will be content that comes to you as a subscription member. It'll come through the playground right on the network. There'll be a little workshop button that you click on. And when you go in there, each month there's new content. We don't put everything right away on the first of the month. We kind of feed it through the month. There'll be different things in there. Every month will be the pattern. There will be a video and description, kind of a how to work with that pattern, options for that pattern. So a support video on not always construction. Sometimes it'll be construction, but many times it might be, what else can I do with that? How else might I be able to make that? What else might I be able to make starting with that pattern and then creating something else? There will also be a video on machine embroidery. Each month I'll be adding a machine embroidery video. Those of you who don't have an embroidery machine might say, don't really care about that. Well, it's interesting because many products that we use for machine embroidery work in sewing applications as well. So there's a lot of interesting crossover between those two things. So each month I'll be talking about different projects. Could be something as simple as, I actually embroidered my watch band. And yes, you can do that. Fun project. It's something I could also do on a sewing machine. So those are the types of things that you'll see in the machine embroidery section each month. We also have a little category that is called just fun other stuff. Sometimes it might be recipes, sometimes it might be a craft project, different things that we see that we think you might enjoy. And there will be other projects, tutorials, tip sheets. Every month will be a little bit different, but you'll always get new content each month, including that original pattern. So that's how the subscription works. The subscription is up and available to sign up. If you are on our website, _sewingbasket.biz, you can go to the shopping page and just pick online classes and you'll see it there. If you're in the playground, just pick join a workshop or video. And right in that join button, it'll take you to where you can join. So that's the subscription. However, we've got a number of things we want to show you yet. We have an option for you called Founding Member. This is a thank you to those of you who are following us live. Also, those who have supported us in our other videos. We've set up what's called a Founding Member. The first 50 people to sign up will save $10, and the 6-month membership will cost $49. And the first 50 to sign up will get that price. The other thing with that is, as things change and we move along, obviously costs go up. The cost of a subscription might raise down the road. If you are a founding member, as long as you're a continuous founding member, that price won't ever go up. You'll always pay just $49 for a 6-month subscription. So it's a nice deal. The other thing is you get an extra pattern there. Cheryl's going to talk about that in a few minutes. And we also wanted to give you a chance to kind of preview and see what you would get. So we're actually putting up sample content for the subscription. That's going to be up later this afternoon in the playground. You'll be able to go into the workshops area and you'll see, we're calling it the Owl's Nest. You'll see Owl's Nest subscription sample. And in there, you will see what a month is going to look like. And through this month, we'll be adding some things to that. So when you click on that subscription sample, all of you, whether you've subscribed or not, you're going to get our sample pattern free. And you'll see through the month the different videos and things that are in there. Right now, when that goes on this afternoon in the sample area, one of the things we added was a real simple recipe. 4th of July weekend to me means grilling and barbecues, and that also means baked beans. And I have a bean recipe that everybody seems to like. Whenever I take it anywhere, I always get asked for the recipe. That's up in the subscription sample area as a free recipe to you. So just a fun little thing for the holiday weekend. So that's how it's going to work. You can join the subscription anytime. You'll be able to do it, as I said, from the website or from inside the playground. We'll also be sharing this video on our website and also within the playground, so people will be able to watch this again. So that's how the playground works. That's what the founding member set is. The founding member is $10 off, $49. The subscription is $59 for 6 months, including those 6 patterns. So we'll hope that some of you enjoy joining us. The content, again, is expanded, longer tutorials, more information, more help, and hopefully a lot of fun and chats within that group. So I'm going to click off here, and Cheryl is going to come over, and she is going to kind of show you the patterns that are going to be, excuse me one second, I'm having a technology issue here. There we go. Cheryl's going to come over, and she's going to show you and talk a little bit about the patterns for the sample and the founding member.
Hey everyone, how are you today? So my part of a lot of the Studio Y stuff is designing and writing the patterns. And so for what we decided to do for anybody who subscribed was going to be a triple spool pattern. So let me grab my samples here for a minute. And so we came up with just this little triple spool. Okay, fun little project. And we figured it was simple enough that anybody could handle this. Anybody who's a new sewer, it's constructed with basically half square triangles and squares. So just about anybody could handle this one. You're going to be making different sets of half square triangles. So you'll make large ones. And then you're going to be making smaller ones. So you're going to have 2 sizes of half square triangles, the small one and the large one. And then when you set them together, you're going to have your 2 half square triangles that create the top of your spool. And then you're going to have a solid square that you clip off the corner to make the middle of your spool. And then on your 3rd half square triangle, you also have to clip that little corner off. And then when you put these together, and I hope you can see it laying down here. So this half square triangle that I've clipped the corner off to form my little one, when I add that to my larger half square triangles, that now is going to be the side for my big spool. And I have to add one more in. So that's how you create that triple spool, because this half square triangle actually is the middle for both the big and the large spools. So we started out with, we were just going to give this block out as kind of a little freebie just for a thank you for joining the network. And now that we've decided to expand it into the full free pattern that subscribers will get, but it's going to be free to everybody, I went ahead and designed a full pattern, not just the single page for the one block. So included in this pattern, you're also going to get, this is your instructions on making the one block. And then you're also going to get, let me go to the last page. This is working, so my sample up here is going to be working with 2 fat quarters and being able to make 4 blocks from your 2 fat quarters that just give you that high contrast. So it's the exact same block, but it just gives you a little bit different look. You can set them together with your little spools to the middle, or if you would turn and have this edge to the middle, you'd have your big spool in the middle. So again, that's part of this page, is giving you those options. And then one other option that we have is making multicolored blocks on there. I'm not going to do that today. That will probably be a demonstration that I do later as one of our extra videos that is supporting the pattern of the month. And so probably in a week or so, I'll be doing that little demonstration. The instructions in the pattern, so if you can read it, you should be able to do it. But we're just going to add some additional videos on those little tips. And Elaine also made one using with multicolored spools. Oops. Okay, so you see how the big spool is purple, the side ones are a little more green. And then she also added a string onto her spool and kind of a decorative border. So like we said, every month there's going to be one pattern. I'll be doing a video, a support video with technical stuff for the pattern. Elaine will be doing another support video for the same pattern with another technique. So her video that's going to be coming up will be doing these skinny stems and somewhat of a decorative border. Again, the month of August, September, we're offering all of that for free to anybody, even if you're not a subscriber, just so you can understand what our content will be. But then starting in September, all those additional things will be only for the subscribers. She then talked about our founding star pattern, which is going to be this one over here. So if any of you know, if you look at our pattern, this is basically our little logo star. So I took our star and I designed it into a pattern. And let me grab those. So this is the basic pattern, right? You got your kind of outside star, I forget what we call it. And then you have your star in the middle with your background fabric. What I decided to do is challenge you, okay? I made up, so in your pattern, you're going to get the single star, but you're also going to get the double star, okay? The main piecing unit, I got threads all over me. The main piecing unit that you have to construct is just going to be that half square triangle, okay? And it's half square, or I'm sorry, flying geese and squares is the main piecing for this block. What I want to challenge you with, and I have another one here, is when you make this one, basically I'm replacing my solid center square. This is a solid square with this piece little star. So I want to challenge you to try to make one of these. The biggest thing you have to do is make 4 little flying geese units. So start with that. Try to make those units. If they don't turn out, you don't have to make it. You can just go back to slapping a big old square right in the middle. But challenge yourself to see if you can make those 4 little flying geese units. And then you're just sewing them together with a solid square and 4 corners. So that's all just solid piecing. Okay? So that's my challenge to you. Try to make one of them. Okay? I also took a fat quarter bundle and added some white fabric to it. So from that fat quarter bundle, I was able to make this one and then 6 stars total. So 2 of them, I did the little star in the middle, and then the rest of them, and they're just kind of scrappy, so you just had to play around with mixing and matching your different colors. You could sew these into a 4-patch. You could make 9 of them and make a table runner. You could sew them into a long strip, whatever you want to do. And again, those are some of the things that as we do videos down the road, we will talk more about options that you can do after the pattern. One of the things I'm thinking of doing with this is sewing them into a 4-patch, but not just putting them right together, okay? I'm thinking what I might play with is, let me get my little star again. Is making just one of these little stars, okay? So it's the concept of you can take parts and pieces of different patterns. You don't have to make the whole pattern. So if I would make just one star, right? And then I can use this as my setting stone in the middle, put my 4 blocks together with it, and then I'd have to create some sort of a little sashing strip to go in between these. I'll have to play around with that too. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but it's just an idea where, okay, I make this one little star, and I had fun making it, kind of, sort of, right? But I don't want to make any more of those little flying geese, but I still want to make 4 blocks. Well, if you made one of them, you can use it somewhere. Doesn't mean you have to put it in the center of your star. All right. This one up here, we took, we did it in our 3 colors of our shop. Elaine, we set it on point. And again, if you go to our 2020, or is it in the library? In the library. Elaine moved some of those over to the library where we have a chart for adding what size to cut your squares so you can set a block on point by adding your triangles. So we set this one on point, and then Elaine did some embroidery as the quilting and just some straight stitching around the different parts of the block to kind of puff it out. This one, when I quilted it, I used a wool batting, so it's a little puffier. It's probably hard to see online, but it just gives those spools a little bit more dimension, okay? Other than that, I think that's all I have for my portion. And we hope to see some of you join our network, and we'll be coming back at you with lots of other videos to support what we have going on. Great.
Super. I'm going to add one thing. Cheryl's comment about where the support video, like the setting triangle is, they're in the library. All of those that are already free are in that library and available to everybody as a free access. Things that are designed for subscription, there will be a resource center within the subscription area with more detailed information. The other thing is, in the subscription, on the page where the pattern is, we also include the tip sheets. So you don't have to go run to the library to find that sheet. It'll be right in the section for that month. So we'll kind of organize and pull some things together for you. We'll also have a products page in there. So when we talked about, oh, we might have used this ruler or this spray or this tool, we'll have links to all of that right within the month subscription as well. So it just helps you organize things along with learning more information. So that's where we're at.
All right.
We look forward to seeing you on the playground. Thanks so much for your support.
Bye.